So welcome back guys. In this video we'll be sticking around fonts and some of the font properties which are going to be commonly used in web development. But before going to that, let us have a quick recap what we did in our last video. Like as you can see here, we did added some CSS styles like border, padding and text align, and we have added some font weight to this, and we centered the text. We added a horizontal line. Let us see code. As you can see that we have applied a maximum width of 800 pixel to the body, margin, border, padding, text align, and these are some things we did it. Just for a quick recap, and in index.html we have written 3 articles and we have linked. This is a very important tag. If you are not using this tag, and if you are using an external level CSS and not using this tag, it would be difficult, and because the things you have written here doesn't apply in this HTML document. So alright, today we will be discussing, in this video we will be discussing about fonts. Let's go to the fonts. Now I will be discussing here about font family, font style, font size and font weight. What are these things? After this we will be going to learn what are Google fonts and how to use Google fonts or embed it or integrate it into our HTML document. So let us first show you something like see, when I didn't actually specify any font type here, not here, neither here or nor here, but there are some font present here. It is a default font. Actually currently I am on a Windows machine and Windows has a default font, so it will display it. Just imagine that this font, I don't like this font and I want to change it. So I can do that using some of the fonts properties. Like I have a font family. If I want to change the font type, I have to use this. Let us first use this property of font. Let me change the text which is in the body. Font family, let us keep it as a sans serif. Okay, let me save this document, and just notice this, when I refresh the page the fonts are getting to changed, and this is not magic, we did it. Alright, as you can see that font has been changed to sans serif. So this is the property of font family changes the font type. So next is font style. So what is font style? Like see, if I want style is an optional because these things can be done using HTML tags, but in CSS3 it is a standard if we are doing it using font style. Exactly, I will show you that too. See, let me show you font style as a font is italic. Let me save it, and again let me refresh this page. Just observe the content will be going to change here. As you can see, it was hardly noticeable that it has been changed to italic. Let me show the real difference. Let it keep it as a, so it was italic. If I want to remove this, I can delete this property, or I can just simply say normal. And when I refresh this page, you can see that my text has been become normal. If I want to make some like see, I have one more property known as oblique. When I save it and when I refresh it, yes, exactly this what I was thinking. Like italic is the thing, but it's an extreme italic. Like if you don't if italic looks like as a normal, better you use oblique. As you can see, this it is really good compared to italic. Let me show you the difference by changing again as italic, and let us save it, and let me refresh this page. You can see this, it has been changed, but it hardly looks like an italic, it looks like a normal. So instead of using italic, if you need italic, just use an oblique. Save it, and let us refresh this page again. You can see that it looks like damn good, and it's look like italic. So this was font style, font family, and let us go to our next, that is font size. Font size is nothing but, so now font size is nothing, as the name indicates, that if we want to increase or decrease the size of our font, we have to use a property named as font size. So how does it work? Let me use this property in my styles.css. Font size, let us add as a 2 pixel. So let us save it, and let me refresh the page. As you can see that it's hardly noticeable. So let me change the font size to 16 pixel, or it could be 20 pixel, and let me save it. Now let us refresh the page. Yes, it's good. So font size is the thing, but if you want to increase or decrease the size of your font in the index.html page, you can use font size. So next property is font weight. Here, before going to font weight, I would like to tell you something, that in font style you can apply normal, italic or oblique, but you can't apply bold. If you want to apply bold or bolder, you can use font weight. Font weight is like applying more weight on the font. Like, see, I will show you an example. If I am using font weight and I am using bold, let me save it, and just look at the content when I refresh the page. Look at the whole content of the page when I refresh it, because you will notice something great. Everything has turned into bold. So if I want to increase the weight of the font, or if I want to make it bold, I will use font weight and its property as bold. If I want to make much more bolder than this, then instead of bold, I will make it as bolder. And let me save this, and let me refresh it. As you can see that it has become much bolder than that. So now comes the interesting part of Google Fonts. Like, we have a very limited fonts in Windows, and if you are using Mac, then it's limited to Mac fonts. If we are using Linux, they are limited. But Google has many fonts. You just Google it, Google Fonts. As you can see, they have got lot of fonts. They have got Hindi, Marathi, much things. Like, see, this one is good one. If I love some font from here, you just need to click on this plus sign over here. I just added a one font, and I can select more than one fonts if I need, but for at present I will select only one font. When you select it, you can see a link tag here. You just need to copy this link tag, copy it, and just paste it in the head of your HTML file and save it. And now if you want to use that font, let's see the name of the font. It's a Gedugu sans serif. Okay, if I want to use this, you just copy this font family serif, copy this, and better paste it where the in the selector where you want to use it. Like, I want all the body content to be like that, so I will delete this. Instead of this, I will paste this, and I will save the file. Now see, when I refresh the page, the fonts changes. See, the font has been changed to the fonts here. They will, and this font name is Gedugu sans serif. Great. And now you can see it better. So this is a way how to integrate the Google fonts into our index.html file, commonly known as document HTML files. There are so many fonts, like you just need a day to tinker around it. You just see it, and if you like the way, if you like some fonts, you just add it here. If I can see I can add a multiple fonts too. If I need this, I can add here, I can add here, and I can add here. The thing happens here is the link tag changes, and it adds the multiple thing here, and you can see here that it is separated by a pipe symbol. I have selected Arvo, Gidugu, Meriv, Ether Sans, Noto Serif, Nunito. Alright, if I want to use all these fonts, I will just need to copy this and I will paste. Instead of this, let us paste this. Okay, control this, save. Okay, see, now if I want to use Arvo, then I will copy this thing and I will paste here in my body, and I will save it. Let me refresh the page. See, I have changed it, and now the whole body has applied the same font, and I want to change the font of, if I want to change the font of this h1 tags, there, here it is here, and it's here. To other font, like now I applied Arvo, now I want to apply Nunito sans serif to my h1 tag. Then I will just copy this and I will say, I will paste it in here, h1 tag. Let me save this and let me refresh the page. You can see this h1 has a different font compared to the other paragraph tag, and like this we can add a multiple fonts, and you can use multiple fonts throughout our project. So this was it, the video, and hope you liked it. So whether if you have any doubts, just comment below. I will respond it quickly. Thank you.